Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. The man, the myth, and the machine. And true to my self-imposed nickname, I had an absolutely legendary day yesterday driving for Uber and Lyft. I had my record earning day as a driver, right? Before yesterday, I believe the most I've ever made in one day was about $518. Give or take. It was like somewhere between 517 and 520. I don't think it was 520, but yesterday I absolutely smashed my record with promo. I made, sorry, calculator here. With promo, in 14 and a half hours, I made $630. $630. To put that in perspective, that is what I made in my previous sales job in 55 hours. And also, for many of you, I'm going to go ahead and say it before some of you correct me. Yes, I do have premium options on my car. That's some of the reason why these earnings were possible. Yes, I have XL. Yes, I have Lux Black. Yes, I have Lux. Did not get one single select ping, so that doesn't even count. Yes, I have those options available to me, and that is what assisted me in earning the money I did. But many drivers in my group chat who can only run economy, a lot of them still pulled but anywhere from $350 to $500 yesterday. Yesterday was a perfect storm of demand, okay? It was a Saturday, it was pouring, and it was Halloween weekend. So everyone's out, everyone's doing stuff, everyone's celebrating. When you get all those things come together, that's when you get a crazy night like yesterday, where it literally just every ride, one after another, did not stop. I barely had any time to myself yesterday, any time to gather my thoughts. It was just like knocking out rides, one after another. But that's how I like it. I like a busy night like that. And so we're gonna talk about now how that happened and how I actually made all this money. So first, let me go back to my calculator. So first, 49 of these dollars were not technically on app. 34 of the money you see on the Lyft for the daily thing, that was the ride challenge, and 15 of those dollars was the Lyft rewards cash. So I redeemed all these points that I got for that day, and it was enough for $15 in cash. So, I mean, I'm not counting it towards like, ride earnings. I'm still counting it towards my total because I did earn that money, but I didn't get it from doing rides, right? So, yeah, okay, let's go back to how this started. Yesterday, I started my day at 2 p.m. That's what time I left my house. I fed Leela, gave her medicine, and then I left my house at 2 p.m. and I started heading, there was a Northwestern football game in Evanston, so I started heading east, directly east, right? I Lyft on the entire time, premium only, trying to get a decent XL ride, hoping to get a PPZ. Uber was surging, but I didn't turn my Uber app on until I was closer to the stadium, right? Did not get, even though I wasn't too far from there was a $17 flat surge as I was driving closer to it. I wasn't getting any pings. And I definitely wanted an XL ride anywhere, because that ride I can almost guarantee would multiply. One of the drivers in my group chat got I think $110 XL ride for an hour leaving Northwestern. He got a good ride. I didn't get so lucky. My first ride was a hour and 23 minute Lyft XL, no power zone, that paid $41. Stuck in traffic the entire time. That was the start of my day. After that, it was all a combination of premium rides on Lyft, but like there was 2 hours on Uber I think from 5 to 7, where I made $60 an hour per hour, because I was getting a combination of short, quick rides with the flat surge, and I was getting consecutive trip bonuses, and I was getting one long ride that would multiply. So I was getting the best of both worlds, right? And then after that, I was just knocking out rides, just kind of like letting the app lead the way. The only thing I knew was I did not want long rides, right? And then my first ride after my stream started, it said 3-minute comfort ride. It somehow turned into a 24-minute comfort ride south. So after that ride, I was in the south side of Chicago. As I've mentioned this before, some of you can disagree with me in this, but one thing I've noticed is, and this goes in all directions, whether you're going south from the city, west from the city, north of the city, traffic usually goes in one direction. So if you end up going south, let's say you're on the south side, odds are very good you're just going to get dragged further and further south. And I can actually kind of prove this, because I had premium options on Uber on, and I wasn't getting ping. I got one ping, which I kind of turned down. And I was getting nonstop Lyft XL rides, right? I got one Lux ride too. Pings. I turned my filter on to go north to Wrigleyville. And all of a sudden, all these pings stopped coming. So that tells me that those pings that were coming in were most likely headed south or west, taking me away from where the surge was. When it's surging as heavily as it was yesterday, you want to be in the surge. You don't want to be away from it. So then I got a Lyft XL ride that took me to it took me to Boys Town. And then I got a couple more Lyft XL rides in that area. I wasn't getting any Uber pings, even though I was in pretty decent surge. So towards, between like 10 and 1, it was, I think I did one Uber ride. The rest were, I mean, they're all Lyft, but some of them had decent power zones. I got one Lux Black in there that paid well. Yeah, some of these had decent bonuses / power zones, but majority but from 10 to 1 a.m. was Lyft. And then this is where things got really interesting, because I was back downtown because I used another Lyft filter because I was kind of on the west side of Chicago. Not the west side, but I was west of the loop. I used a filter to take me to River North. And then when I got a ride around there, I left comfort option on Uber. And then I got a 25-minute ride away, which I thought was going north. It actually took me west to the suburbs. So I took that ride. That ride did not pay as well as I wanted to. I thought that ride was going to pay like $45-50. Didn't happen. But I completed the ride, and then I got an XL ping in Rosemont. And I was going over there to go get it. Okay? As you guys know, I have 2 devices, right? I usually run my Uber app on my tablet so I can watch the surge on my phone. That's how I like to do it. As I'm going to the XL ping, I noticed that the airport, because the XL ping did not have surge attached to it. It was a 31-minute XL. The airport, for some absolutely insane reason, I don't understand, probably because cancellations, the airport at O'Hare showed a very low queue and $13 flat surge. So I'm like, okay, I can go to the city. I can risk it. I mean, I know I'm gambling at this point. So I figured, okay, I go to the airport, economy only, UberX, and a simple economy ride. Even if it takes me back in the city, awesome. If not, whatever. But let's say I get an economy ride that takes me downtown, back to the surge. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? If I get one economy ride from the airport to downtown with a flat surge, that could be like $35-40. And it's taking me back to the money. I'm willing to take that risk. I drive in the airport, right? And the funny thing is, and I sent this to my group chat, the queue at O'Hare showed 1 to 5 Uber X, 1 to 5 Select, 1 to 5 XL. So odds were decent. I could have gotten a premium ride, right? But here's the other crazy part. On Lyft, I had Lux Black turned on only. And I couldn't help but notice as I was sitting in the queue waiting for the ride, and I was only there for like 9 minutes, I think. Less than 10, definitely less than 10. That on my app, it said front of queue for Lux Black, the highest platform you can drive for on Lyft. And I jokingly said to my group chat, I was like, could you guys imagine if I got a premium ride out of here right now? Because I had a $10 personal power zone on my Lyft driver app, right? And then like I got one. First time I've ever gotten a Lux Black Ping out of the airport. I got one at like 2:40 something in the morning on a Saturday. And it wasn't going that far, but with the tip, it paid over $30 for like 4 miles. I was like, awesome. So at that point, I 8 miles back in the city because it's still surging. I got one quick Lyft XL, and then I loaded up a power zone. That was a shorty. I loaded up until it what's it called? Until it maxed out, and then I took a short. I had premium on for a while, but I didn't get a ping, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just do a regular economy Lyft ride. Did that one, and then I filtered home because I wanted to go home, and then I closed out with a 290 special because there was construction on 90. So all in all, like everything went well. I was looking for short surge rides. That's why I turned down the one XL ride that had a surge. That's at 26 minutes. I didn't want to take the risk of the XL ride at, I think it was like 10:40. I did not want to take the risk of that ride taking me away from surge. Okay. So all in all, I had a plan of attack. My plan was to stay around the loop where it was busy so I can get a lot of good short XL rides with surge or power zones. Because those are the kind of rides you want when it's that busy, when it's that kind of night. And mostly stuck to the plan. I got lucky I got a couple Lux Black rides peppered in. And obviously that one ride from the airport was awesome. So all in all, I made like, total $630. But 649 of it less, so 581 was all made from actually doing trips, right? So best night you could hope for driving. Yeah, absolutely awesome. I mean, I wish every weekend was like this, but unfortunately it's not. But when it is, you gotta take advantage. You gotta get out there and kill it. You gotta get out there and kill it yourself. It's not gonna fall in your lap. All right. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.